So let's assume that today, when you're watching the video, you know how to control the clutch. You know you need to put in first gear. And we're just going to work on moving off, stopping, and meeting situations. So into first gear, so the clutch down first gear, looking round. Now there's that argument: do you do a 5-point check? Do you do a shoulder check? What's the right thing to do? And it all depends on the situation that's around you at the time. So because there's nothing on my left shoulder here apart from a little bit of grass, then left mirror is probably enough. But if there's a junction behind you, which there might be a bit further up yet, there's a bit further up there, then you might consider checking that junction, make sure no one's coming out, checking your mirrors, shoulders, right shoulder, and signalling if people are approaching. So that's what you could do. But if you're on a straight road and there's definitely nothing on your left shoulder, then technically you probably will get away with not doing that. But if you want to be extra careful on your driving test, make sure you don't get a silly fault. It's check round, stick a signal on, as you're about to release the handbrake, check your right shoulder, right mirror, and out we come. And that's what you want to do, and then cancel your signal, just to make sure that you're not making a silly mistake when you're pulling off. And looking up the road, checking your right mirror, checking what's behind you, and not rushing, because in these areas with side roads on, it's about doing an appropriate speed for the situation around you. And it's a bit of a right bend, and we're just past a school sign, so there might be, at this time in the afternoon, people picking the kids up. So I'm looking past the cars. There's a white van reversing, so I'm not going to go any further. It's safer to wait here, because if I went into the right lane, then I'm going to be waiting on the wrong side of the road, and that car might come around the corner and I'll be in the way. So it's better to wait here. So the car come around the corner now, and while I'm waiting, I'm on the brake into first gear. Let this white van do what they've got to do. It looks like they're going to reverse up to the driveway or something. And there's a car with headlights on ahead of me. So it's being here is being safe. And I've got a little bit of a space from the car in front of me. So if it needs to pull forward, I've got a little bit more space to do it. Bit of a windy day. I'm looking past the first car coming towards me. I'm not going to do a left shoulder check, but I'm going to check my mirrors. And I'm going to check my shoulder to come out. It didn't require a signal because I'm not parked up. I'm actually waiting at that point for the car to get out of the way. And I'm just going to get myself back in my lane. Now, I didn't try and pull into the gap before because there wasn't enough space. There's no way of getting there unless I'm going to just dive straight in with the first two wheels. Because the car's not going to go in there sideways. And if I attempt to go in there sideways, all what's going to happen is I'm going to be sticking out. And the car won't get through. So they've already slowed down, but I was already going at that point, so they've already kind of gave way to me, so I'll just carry on going. But if there's a big gap on the left, I'll definitely go in that. I'm not going to force my way through. And then just reasonable speed. You know, it's a 20 zone. I'm doing 15 miles an hour. I was going to say 17 then, but we'll slow down for speed bump. And I'm just looking up the road. There's another speed bump, a little 15 mile an hour speed bump coming up. Get your tyres on both sides of it so you don't feel the bump so much. And then we're just looking at the road now. Yeah, it's going a little bit dull. It's getting later on in the afternoon, the light's starting to fade. And we're just going to follow it to the roundabout, and we're going to go left at the roundabout, going down the high street. Taxis sat there. Oh, someone's getting out. Someone stops on the zebra. I'm just going to take my time here. Yeah, and left it. Yeah, and we're going down here. Warning sign of a roadworks on the right, narrowing. I'm taking my time. So lots of things happening. So it's not a rush to do things. Stop at the bottom of the speed bump rather than half on, and that way you're not going to roll backwards and forwards. And just taking my time, getting past the problem here. Keep an eye on the lights because someone stood there, it might change. I'm going to carry on going back to second gear, taking my time over the speed bumps, because these big ones that go right across, you're talking 10 miles an hour. You know, any faster and you're going to feel the car bounce up and down and really hard. And if you're on your driving test and you're doing like 20 mile an hour over them type of speed bumps, you're going to get some kind of fault, whether it be a minor fault for approach speed or a serious fault for going too fast over and not controlling things. Checking to me right, I'm going to go ahead, slowing down for the car, keeping it in second, lifting the clutch back up slowly, letting a gap develop, letting the car pull away from me. Because when you're going slow, you're going to get close to cars, and as they pull away, you let a gap develop. You don't stay on the tail because it'll be dangerous for them, dangerous for you. And then checking my mirror, slowing down for that speed bump again. So as we get off here, there'll be less meeting situations, but more pulling over at the right place, pulling off and so on. So we're just going to do a left at this roundabout. So we're going to check our mirrors now. Stick a left signal on. Left goes left, right goes ahead because there's no right turn on the roundabout. Checking to me right at the roundabout. It's clear at the moment. And going left. Into third gear now, speed limit's gone up to 30. Lights are clear, but the person's turning. It's not stopping them because I can see nothing coming towards me, so they're not going to suddenly hit the brake and stop. So that's what the thing is. When you see a car turning right in front of you, just look beyond them if you can, if it's safe to do so. Do it early and you'll see whether they're stopping. Because if they're going to stop, it's because there's a car coming towards them. But if it's a car that's not close, there's no one car there, then they're not going to stop. Now we're going to be doing a right at this mini roundabout, and then we're going to need somewhere to pull over safe. So we're going to check what's happening. We're going to show a right signal, and we're going to slow down for a lower gear, checking to be right on the roundabout. It looks clear. Final check, it's still clear. I'm going round the roundabout. I don't need to go on the island because it's a nice big wide roundabout. Going round that roundabout, bringing myself back in. Now, when we pull up on the left, we want to pick a space that's not on WL lines. That's not parked on a bus stop. That's not on a sharp bend. That's not opposite a junction. That's not opposite a parked car making it hard. So ahead of us there, just after that entrance, check my mirrors. I'm going to show a signal for that white van, tell him I'm pulling over. Just by that lamp post would be ideal. And bring myself next to the curb, but not on the curb, not skimming the curb. And it's just gently braking, securing the car, and brake, neutral, cancel, and rest your feet. So yeah, what I was saying then is when you're pulling over, check your centre mirror, what's behind you, checking your right mirror. Right, people say, well, there should be no one on the right. Well, it's getting that right, isn't it? Because I need to check the right mirrors, make sure, because I'm not going fast, there's no one on a bike, because I wasn't going fast and I was doing about 15 miles an hour. And you will get bikes who will put their foot down on the road, you know, on push bikes, and you can do 20 miles an hour, some of them. And it's good practice to check because you're changing direction. You need to know what's next to you, how far away the curb is at the same time, you can check. And the other thing also is, like I said, I was talking about where to pull over. It's just pulling over at a safe place that's easy to stop, easy to pull off. Don't pull over next to a junction within 10 meters. All right, we're going to pull off when it's safe, so back into gear, checking round. I'm showing a signal because there's a black car pulling out and there's a car behind me in the distance with the headlights on. But I'm not going to affect it, so I'm going to pull out where if it was a lot closer, I'll be giving way because of the fact that he's expecting to go around me. Now, I mentioned about pulling over near bus stops, didn't I? So we're going to do a left turn coming up. And I'll try and explain an example of the bus stop situation. Some bus stops have got little lay-bys off the main road, but if you live in a traditional area, you're not going to have these little lay-bys. The bus stop is actually on the road. It's maybe it's painted out on the ground like in yellow saying bus stop. You don't want to stop in that because you're not a bus. You don't want to stop opposite that because if the bus stops and your stop, the road becomes gridlocked. No one can get through. And then I'm looking up the road at the moment, checking my right mirror, and I'm pulling out. Now, ahead of us there on the, I think on the right, yeah, there's a bus stop there, bus stop on the left. So I wouldn't pull over opposite this bus stop here. One, it's an entrance, and two, you're blocking the road. I won't pull over just after the turn here because it'll make it difficult for people to get through. But I would pull over just here before the path, giving people a little bit of space so I'm not crowding it. So yeah, if I pulled over just past the bus stop, even though I'm not technically blocking the bus and I'm not blocking people are not going to get round me or round the bus safely. So you've got to remember things like that. So I want to pull off. I'm back in gear. There's a car coming behind me. So I'm not going to pull off at the moment because it's too close. I'm going to just check what's happening on the left because there's a path. I'm going to show a signal. There's people on the right. So I'm going to move out of the way. So they need to know. They're on the path on the right. And then we're moving off again. And we're looking past these cars here. And then there's something coming. I see some headlights, yeah. I see reflections on that grey car on the panels. And we're going to do a right turn, centre mirror right, signalling. I can't see what's happening on the junction, so I'm going to play it safe. Stop at the junction. It's a closed junction, which means you can't see clearly until you get there. A little bit of gas, a little bit of clutch for a few seconds, and then lifting the clutch off, building a bit of speed up. And I'm going to pull up on the left again. Now, I don't want to pull over on the left here because it's a right bend and I can't see what's coming. So it'll be difficult for cars to go around me. And you've got to consider, now it's a bit more open here, where just then there's a few more trees on the bend. So I'm looking to pull over at that, in between these two lampposts on the left, because even though it's a bit of a bend, it's actually an indicator earlier because there's nothing on the junction before anyone says anything there. Because it's, and then it's safe because even though it's on a bend, it's a wide bend and the grass verge is quite wide, so you can see clearly what's coming. And I'm going to move off again, back into gear. I'm checking behind me because I'm close to a junction this time. And I'm going to wait. Yeah. I'm not going to show a signal now because there's no one around. Checking the right shoulder before we're about to go. Because even though I already checked it just before I went, I didn't pull off at that point. So I'm going to recheck to make sure it's still safe. And I'm going to pull up on the left where it's convenient coming up here. These parts opposite a junction, that grey car makes it difficult. Centre mirror left. No signal required because there's nothing approaching. That's going to be a problem. So I don't technically need to show a signal. But I need to check my mirrors because you can almost guarantee if you don't check your mirrors on the driving test and you start pulling over, someone's going to come around that corner behind you and then they'll be doing this to you. Okay, so it's a quick one, moving off and stopping. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a thumbs up. Check out the videos below. And if you're new to the channel, click on subscribe.